Welcome to Khaotic Show. Your lies will be exposed. Welcome to Khaotic Show. Come confess, little bitch. Black veil, lipstick like a slit across the throat. Saint's face, but I'm writing every sin you ever wrote. Nails in your back like I'm hanging you up on display. You choke on my name while you're begging that I make you stay. Kneel down, tongue out, taste the ash on my skin. You pray for heaven, but I drag you where you've already been. Candle wax dripping on the scars you tried. I read your body like a Bible, every chapter is a lie. You wanna worship, baby, bring your shame. Tattoo your secrets right under my name. I'm that sermon you can't unhear. Say you're devoted, then drag you in here. Come here. Khaotic church, sinners alive, exposing the fire, no alibis. You want redemption? Look in my eyes. I'll make you confess while I make you cry. Khaotic church, sinners alive, exposing the fire, no alibis. You bend and you break for my crooked desire. Say amen, baby, as we burn in the crown.
Welcome to episode 12. Expose the toxic frauds in the e-fed industry. So we had a little heated discussion on the Moment of Truth episode with my partner in crime, CJ Mundo. Yes. So unfortunately, I'm gonna unveil this to the whole outlook here as we bring in our first guest, Nixon, to the table,
Damn it.
and CJ Mundo to the table. But as we expose this narrative here, fellas, before we get into it, I'm going to say this. As I share this narrative out there to the world. Look at this shit here, fellas. What we have here, ladies and gentlemen, is Dixie Browski exposing her true intentions to the world. Look at this. Now, don't get me wrong, fellas. That's exposing your own self when you say you don't want to be involved in apparent drama, but you're exposing yourself for the same shit you're doing to others.
Yep.
Toxic.
You're a toxic person.
I got something to go along with this. I hope you guys enjoy this because I'm about ready to play it.
You ain't nothing. Cacao, hello. Hey, it's nothing. He says he knows you.
Hey, it's nothing. He says he knows you guys. All you haters. Oh, by the way, there's more to this. Hold on, Broski. I got something for you. Pay close attention.
You're the Hamburglar. Do you know what Aku Machete means? From what I saw behind that court, it means the Scorpion King got a tiny ding-a-ling.
That means the outlaws got a tiny ding-a-ling.
I mean, they're exposing themselves as true fraudulent people as a whole, and they keep showing their true colors for our very eyes. Yet, they don't seem to realize what they are doing to themselves is not only hindering their own roster, but also hindering the future of their own e-fed.
I mean, Nixon pretty much said it loud and clear. It's pretty much showing, they pretty much showing their true colors. And not only that, you can't really help somebody that just don't really have the mental mindset of help when they keep on falling in the same old shit.
Exactly. And I'm waiting for one other person to come in if he's going to be able to join at the time. I know King Dominator has a lot to speak on, after the Moment of Truth episode we had over there with you, CJ. So I'm just waiting on him to show up when he can. Because right now, I say this, they fucked up. And especially, I want you to address the clown balls that used your car in Ray's company, aka Devin Keola and Key Weezy. I know you want to chew them out a new one. The stage is yours, CJ.
Let me send this King Dominator, and then I'll promise I'll answer that.
No problem.
I sent that to KD, so pretty much, here's how the whole thing started. I left Ray's company because I knew what Ray would do. He would add the same people. I told him exactly, and I don't know how many times that I have to say this personally to him, that you're going to invite these people and they ain't going to care nothing about your show and they're going to make it toxic. But going from that, it's like when Nixon tried to talk to me. It's like a repeated fucking cycle. You don't fucking listen. You fall for stupid. You're going to be stupid. That's the motto of the end of the day. Now, since I got that out of the way, when you have somebody's call, especially if they on your show, yes, you can get their call if they on your show. But when the person is no longer there on your show, that's when it becomes a problem, because now you don't have the person behind that call, and then you put them on the show. It's really making your show look bad, because in all reality of this is it's going back to what KD has said on my podcast. By the way, go check it out. Moment of Truth, episode 8 on YouTube. Go check that out, by the way.
Exactly.
And
like, follow, subscribe.
It's going back to what Nixon said, too. They keep falling in the same ditch, and they dig in that ditch a little bit deeper to where they ain't going to be able to get out. They are making that hole a little bit narrow for their own good.
If I'm not mistaken, CJ, I did mention this on your episode, and I mentioned this via the other topic we had, which is the batteries versus leeches thing that you had on your channel. That's another good thing y'all may want to go check out as well. The whole narrative of the stealing cars and no little chat with the owner of said car, but you do it out of spite anyway. This is where I say to myself, you should have more common sense, if anything. I don't know who the heck this Antichrist is, but I'm not inviting him in unless we get Nixon or whatever. But
let's invite him in, because it's probably gunshot. If let's hear the voice, and I can tell you if it's gunshot.
Yo,
ladies and gentlemen, we have.
It's cum shot.
Oh, okay. Oh, we got somebody that's definitely been. This is the first on the Chaotic Turds. We have gunshot in the building. So, what's good, my guy? I know you got a lot of truths and things that you want to admit out here to the world. The stage is yours to expose these toxic frauds.
Well, first and foremost, most of you probably noticed that when I enter these podcasts, I don't really come in here as gunshot anymore, because I have learned in the EFED game that you get more over if you have a character with a first and last name, and Chase Havoc is a character I've been trying to push more. So that's kind of why I come in here as Chase Havoc, is I'm trying to push that character out more. Second, sorry to correct you, but it's not Antichrist, it's Anarchist.
Okay. No problem.
Oh no,
But
you're good.
correction is always good.
Everybody makes that mistake. Everybody, and then I have to be like, no, it's anarchist. But yeah, no. I've seen a lot of Eve heads where people will take other people's calls and they'll just fucking do whatever they want with them. A few years ago, I had a buddy of mine join my Eve Fed, and he was a pretty cool dude. And this other guy friended him and asked him to join his Fed. Well, my buddy left his Fed because of essentially being toxic. He left his Fed, and then this dude took my buddy's call and he made a joke out of him. He lowered his overall down super low. He put him in the wrong wrestling gear. He made his wrestling gear look like a joke. Yeah, and it's I don't think that's right. And then people are gonna say, well, it's a video game character. But here's the thing: I don't think people understand this. Us, all right, as people who support the call community, we take the time to make these characters of ours. We take the time to create these storylines with these characters. We don't like it when some person takes these calls that we've spent hours and hours perfecting a move set, perfecting an entrance, creating, putting tattoos on said character if our character has tattoos. And we've done that. So it bothers us when some person takes said call and ruins it and makes it into a joke like that. I I personally don't like that. I wouldn't like it if somebody did that to my call Christian Gunn. I wouldn't like it if somebody did that with Chase Havoc or my other call Jackson Andrews. It would piss me off. Like I don't like that.
I think you just spoke the gospel and God's honest truth about everything right there. And I can say CJ and Nixon probably agree with that 110% if I'm not mistaken.
I agree.
Because what we have here, ladies and gentlemen, people does not want to abide by call creators' rules. If they leave your company, why are you holding a call hostage? I noticed something when I went on Community Creations last night, and I looked at your apparent creator list, Ray, and saw that you had KD differently created. Kind of suspicious when you don't got the original creator's look on your end, and you made them look like a joke tonight on your EFED show, which makes you a joke as well.
I mean, Nixon and Gunshot, which I know him by Gunshot because I don't really call him by Chase, but I know.
Oh, I'm cool with that. A lot of people know me by Gunshots. Well,
I know him as Cum Shot.
Well, we ain't getting into that. That in the words of our truth, I don't even think that's PG for this episode. But the funniest thing is about it, though, like Gunshot and Nixon can agree with me on this. If you're going to get a person's call, you need to go ask the person who created that call first before you download. That's where the problem lies. When people wants to download stuff off Community Creations and don't really come to the owner, that's when the problem lies. That's where you have your drama. That's where you have your toxicity. That's where you have a lot of people coming at you because you downloaded something that was not intended for you, that you didn't
piss them off.
You make yourself look like an ass by doing the shit that you should not be doing. If you were a real established owner, you would have went to the creator and talked to the creator one-on-one.
And if you had respect for anybody, you wouldn't do the shit you do too.
Exactly. But
Right,
hold on. We got a person coming in, and this man needs no introduction.
It's
The
Fat
one and
Bastard in a
only
thong.
King Dominator.
Oh, my bad. It's Katie in a thong.
Oh, shit.
And KD, I'm glad you are on here, my guy. So the stage is yours. Set the table for what you need to speak on.
Before I speak about that, so Gunshot, aka Chase Havoc, weren't you called Chase Adams at the one point?
Yeah. After after creating Chase Havoc, I didn't want to have two calls named Chase, so Chase Adams became Jackson Andrews.
Oh, Jackson Andrews. Interesting.
Yep. Christian Gunn pretty much stayed the same, but went from Gunshot to Chase Havoc. So Chase Adams went from Chase Adams to Jackson Andrews.
You want Jackson Andrews?
What the heck?
But let's get on topic here, fellas. Let's get on topic here. KD, the stage is yours that you can address the haters.
Yeah, I'm going to mute my mic so KD can speak. So, KD, the floor is yours, brother.
Yeah, we just gotta talk about the whole crap. I mean, they were trying to get a hold of me. Fucking Devin, Jordan, Koloa, whatever. Bro, look, you are probably cahoots with Brosky and them, so I'm not gonna talk to you, sir. I'm not.
Before we say this, let me just share this one thing, get one more game to the public. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. That is what Dixie Browski said about KD.
Yeah.
Why
And
is
you know-
she an admin? Hold on, if she's going to come into somebody else's show like that, and this isn't me being a dick or anything, but if she's gonna come into somebody else's chat like that, and start drama like that, why the fuck is she an admin?
Exactly. And she got the moderator in Ray's chat.
Yeah, it's crazy because I didn't say shit to them, and I was not even in the chat, so I couldn't even defend myself.
So personally, this is just me. All right, I've been running eFeds for years. If I was live streaming one of my shows and I see shit like that, that person would be losing their little blue boots there, and they would no longer be an admin. I would be yanking that shit away from them. And they also would have gotten timed out for that. I wouldn't necessarily ban them right away unless they decided they wanted to do it again. Then they'd get banned. But actually, I kind of give them the 3-strike warning. All right, the first 2 times the first 3 times it's a timeout. But after the 3rd time, if you try to come in there and do it a 4th time, the 3rd time is your final warning, and then you're banned.
Exactly.
If you try to come in there and do it a 4th time, you're banned. I'm very lenient on my kind of stuff just because I like to try to be a fair owner. But like I said,
agree.
you do it
Like,
once and
this
you're
is why
fucking...
we have real owners in the eFed industry like CJ Mundo, like Ricky Armstrong, like Kevin Impact.
Yeah.
These guys are the backbone of what keeps the eFed community together in their respective shows, because at the end of the day, we don't tolerate the drama. We don't tolerate anything of the sort, because this is why the eFed community is going downhill as it is right now, because of toxic narrative people like Dixie Browski, like Devin Browski, like Iceman, like Feck, like Ray Nakai, Devin Keola, whoever the fuck y'all want to say is toxic, is what is doing what they doing now. You're making the real eFed owners look bad.
Yep.
Yeah.
Especially Sergio.
Sergio, you said Sergio.
I'm staying liquor.
Are you talking about? We talk about the other guy from HEW. I heard that Ricky told me that this man even called me the R word. Yeah.
Retarded?
That's
Yeah.
racist. That's
Matter of fact,
fucking... That
you
is
got that
fucking
screenshot so I can
racist.
expose that out there.
Calling people retarded is fucked up.
Oh, wait, you said R word? I'm sorry. I thought you said N word. That's why I was like, that's fucking racist. I misheard you. I'm sorry.
If Sergio said that, I guarantee you DJ be on his ass.
Bro,
Let's
but
be
yeah,
real.
no, calling
Let's be
somebody
real.
retard is
It's
just
on
wrong
site if
too,
I
though.
see anybody outside of my race say that, but I allow certain people to let it slide because that it is what it is. But anybody else that doesn't understand the culture or value that I go under, it's automatic on site.
So, Sergio, if you ever said that, your ass is grass.
Yeah, Sergio probably used. I think he used the R word too. I think he used that on me and Genius because we have spectrum autism. We are not like fully autism.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
see,
that's
that's
still
fucked
fucked up.
up. Like, why would you call somebody with that kind of thing and call them a retard? Like, that's just
And
fucked
plus,
up.
I really think
All
he's
right, that'd
gay
be like
too.
me. All right, that'd be like me walking up to a Mexican and calling them the B word. And I'm not talking about the word bitch. I think we all know the word I'm mentioning. I'm just not going to say it on here because I'm not racist.
I would say
Or
it.
the S word for another word for Latinos. The S word.
I don't know what word you're referring to, but I
I'll
think
say
you
it.
know.
I'm actually, since I'm Hispanic, I could say it. Spick.
Oh yeah, that.
Or if you want a border hopper.
But at the end of the day, fellas, it don't make sense for why these E-Fed owners like to do toxic shit and steal other people's ideas and inspiration for their cause just to make a joke out of them on your own E-Fed. That's almost like saying you're giving free leeway for your cause to be utilized on another person's show that hasn't came and talked to you at all and basically make the same thing again. Why do you think more people don't let their cars be up long on on CC? Because of things like this.
Yeet.
Someone say yeet.
Yeet.
So at the end of the day, this is why you have the scenario you have now because everybody doesn't appreciate or value real creators nowadays. And
Yeah,
real
true.
creators should have more respect than what's being given right now. Yes, and I'm referring to the haters, the toxic people, the so-called wannabe E-Fed owners that think they know everything they know.
When they know Jack squat.
But at the end of the day, it's like you can't match what we do. Hell, I'll expose this narrative right here, right now. Hey, OW, how is your shows competing against Mondomania right now? And Mondomania is blowing you out the frame right now. Same thing with this new apparent show Ray Nakai did. And all of a sudden, it's getting blown out by that. Oh, by the way, did I forget to mention? Oh, we got a certain thing going down right now. And I don't know if everybody noticed, but there's a certain E-Fed back in the table right now, and I definitely want to address this while we have a moment here. The homie Nixon over here brought back Southern Violence Wrestling, and this is something I say right now is about to change the landscape of the E-Fed industry as a whole because I don't think nobody understands or realizes that real E-Feds are coming back to the table. Nixon, if you would like to address the narrative here.
E-Feds that have been docile for a long time are starting to come back into the shadow. And don't even get me started on your view count. 5 parts it took you for a pay-per-view because someone didn't fall asleep. 5 parts. 5 parts. Not just one. 5. But you know what's the funny thing is? This is what I find funny about it. I still got more views than them. Only 2 episodes. Didn't even have to have 5 parts, and I still have more views.
And the
I
funny
mean,
thing about it is, I covered a narrative behind that whole outlook where I said something on one of my episodes, and I said, "Yo, the multiple show thing is going to kill the narrative of your viewers because you're going live with 6, 7, 8 shows a day, and nobody should be doing 6, 7, 8 shows a day.
Wait until
Bro, I
Friday.
do one show a day, and I think that's enough. I don't try
Wait
to
until
push it
Friday.
towards 2.
You don't want to oversaturate your audience.
I mean, granted, yeah. When it comes close to our WrestleMania pay-per-view for my EFED of AWA, I'll fucking have the show for Wednesday Night Warfare because that's like our NXT show. So we'll have their biggest pay-per-view, and then we'll have the pre-show to WrestleFest, and then we'll have WrestleFest. I mean, this year I'm doing something a little different because WrestleFest is going to be a 2-nighter thing, like kind of like how WWE does WrestleMania in 2 nights. Yeah, because of how big
Now,
WrestleFest is going to be, how big WrestleFest is going to be this year, it needs to have 2 nights
Now,
because of the amount of matches that I'm fitting into the card.
Now, I will ask this to you for the audience that's listening, that's watching. Where can we find your show right now? And do you have a YouTube channel, or is it on exclusively on Twitch?
Go to my YouTube channel, The Anarchist Gunshot. You'll find my shows. You got to click live on my YouTube channel, and you'll find our shows. I haven't done one in a little bit. I'm probably gonna plan
I'll
on doing
get y'all
one
the
tomorrow.
information for all that, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll drop it in the comment section or chat or on my link wall, on my links in on my page, so that you would basically go get views tuned into it. So stay tuned for those links in a minute after the show.
But yeah,
but back to the topic at hand here, because I know KD has a lot to get off his chest. So
yeah.
Essentially to make a long story short, because of the amount of storylines that are going to be happening this year at WrestleFest and all the matches I have planned booked, it has to be a 2-night event.
Say no more. I mean, definitely looking forward to it. But other than that, I mean, who did we lose? We lost
KD.
But other than that, I know deep down inside, this is like one of the craziest scenarios we've ever had. But also, I'm gonna say this on this whole topic here. Let this be the final warning that y'all have. Because if we have to do this again, it's going to get way more personal than it already should be. But as I'm going to say this to you, I did do this new song, so I'm going to let this play out for a minute until we get into our next topic at hand. But this is for you haters.
Yeah, I see you. All that fake love. Keep that far from me. Ha. You was in my DM, screaming at my sis. Now you in the group chat, trying to sneak this. Screenshots, baby, I got screenshots. Smiling to my face while you counting on my soft spots. I was really riding, you was really riding waves. Ate up on my name while you plotting on my place. Kept the circle tight, you a snake in a knot. Try to play me once, that's the day that you lost. Fuck you haters, fuck you lying ass frauds, fuck you haters. Say you praying for my fall, but you stuck in your flaws. Fuck you haters, fuck you lying ass frauds, fuck you haters. All that talk, you can choke on your words. Now you big.
See, ladies and gentlemen, haters are your biggest fans, if I'm not mistaken, because they sit up here and they lurk your page, they lurk on your social media sites, and they try to dig as much information as they could. But unfortunately, they done poked so many bears that you don't even want to fuck around and find out. Tonight, you found out the hard way because you really hold the bear for real. As we bring back King Dominator to the stage.
Damn thing cut me off. My bad.
I was like, I knew something was going on, technical difficulties, but King Dominator, the stage is yours. I know you want to address the other situation that happened, and I know that's a big thing as a whole itself.
Yeah, HEW were the so that EFED, yeah, that same EFED that I mentioned earlier, they did claim they used that R word. That's what I heard from Ricky. They call me that, and well, there's a lot of things I have to talk about because I all this time, I thought they were cool people, right? And unfortunately, they were very horrible, and I didn't expect it because I didn't see it until I witnessed myself, and then I see the true colors that they spew. That's why I'm like, okay, yep, they're definitely very shady, very toxic, and just disgusting individuals. So I had to make sure that because all this time this man been talking behind my back, and I had to make sure that I had to shut him down. That's what I did. And then he was like, "Oh, I didn't talk crap about your back behind your back, dude. You did. That's why your dumbass didn't even uh, freaking reply to whatever I said. I even congratulated him for winning a title, and he didn't. He read it, but didn't. He also ignored it. Like he just had. Yeah, I was trying to be the nice one in this. I was proving that I am not toxic as people would try to claim me as when it's the other way around. So
At the end of the day, fraudulent individuals get put in a place when you expose yourselves as the toxic individual you are. Because understand this, ladies and gentlemen, that's watching. You don't sit up here and expose yourself because of no apparent reason. That's your ego doing all the talking. That is your doubt that you can't be as good as you think you are. And my whole panel here knows you're only as good as your last match. And that last match, you learn from your mistakes. It's how you adapt in this game that matters. I mean, and me and CJ Mundo here, we did a good evaluation on batteries versus leakers. I would strongly suggest going over to check that out because
Leeches.
there's a
Leakers.
leakers. So that is a very good thing to go check out over there on his channel.
Leeches, DJ.
Leeches. Hey, my apologies, but batteries versus leeches is a very, very informative thing that you go check that out if you're coming into this EFED industry. If you're already new, some of this stuff is cool, but there's a lot of things that is so wrong with the EFED industry, and we got to weed out these toxic narrative people. That's the problem. We can't weed them out unless we expose them. There's a huge reason on why we got to keep this positive environment going in the EFED industry. But I know my panel has a lot to say, so I'll let them have the stage right now before they got any encouraging things they want to put out there or expose anybody. If not, I'll say it like this. Y'all gonna learn y'all place in this EFED industry. Especially you toxic narrative owners that think y'all have everything in y'all favor. But y'all expose yourselves because y'all don't understand why you have a real you don't got a real audience. You're fake. You're phony. You don't understand what it is to be a real EFED owner. If you don't respect your locker room, then you don't respect what this EFED industry is giving you. If you don't have good creators that are very structured in this EFED industry, and you don't utilize them, that's your fault. Because these same creators that you don't utilize find bigger and better opportunities elsewhere, and they find the owners that's going to utilize them. That's what's the problem with that y'all have. Y'all can't be real individuals. Y'all got to be fake, phony frauds. You hide behind the shadows. You lie behind the scenes. And then expect us to be genuine and real to accept you back with open arms. We don't accept frauds back with open arms. Especially after the toxic shit
I
you
don't
do.
know. I don't know why, but when you said fake phony frauds, the way you said that reminded me of the lyrics and the beat of that Pink Pony song or the Pink Pony Club song. It was just the
I
way you
didn't
went
mean it
about
in
it with
that
the
way.
tone of voice. It just reminded me of the fucking lyrics and the beat of that song. I don't know
But
why.
this is the thing that bothers me about this. And they need to understand this whole thing. I didn't come into this e-fan industry to have toxic narrative people abuse their power, owners that don't appreciate what creators are doing, owners who have their favorites. I didn't come into that type of environment. If you're not being a real e-fed owner, do me a favor, shut the fuck up, shut down your company, and find another solution to build your channel.
Yeah, go dance at the Pink Pony Club.
Because at the
Yeah.
end of the day, y'all literally are making this e-fed industry bad as it is. You are making it bad as it is. Because on behalf of guys like CJ Mundo, Ricky Armstrong, Nixon Wolf, myself, and a lot of other real e-fed owners, we're not going to sit here and tolerate y'all shit anymore. You're the reason why this e-fed industry is going downhill as it is. If you're not willing to correct your mistakes and make amends for real e-fed owners, get the fuck out. And I know
Yep.
my panel would agree with that.
Yep. I gotta say though, it exposed the fact that she's like, you know how Dixie said that she don't start crap or whatever the case it may be, but we have proof that you do. You started talking shit on other people that didn't even mention you. So that
Like,
just shows who really is toxic in this situation.
for example, do we gotta put the narrative out there a little bit just to show the world that she's a fraudulent individual, that she don't know her place? Need we also,
Yeah.
this was from night one when CJ brought back the Moment of Truth podcast. And you did this, you dumb bitch. You
Oh
did
yeah.
that, you dumb bitch. Funny
And
how you get exposed off of the dumb shit you pull, and you want to say we cause problems. It's right there, clear as day, and CJ can admit to it because he got the proof himself. It's right there. And for you to say that line right there, Dixie, and it's funny that I borrow money off people for food. Bitch, I got bread, but what the fuck do you have that makes you so entitled to expose me? Oh, I get it. You expose yourself because you don't want to admit your lies and mistakes that you do in this e-fed industry.
I mean,
That's what kills you.
let's just face it, DJ. She don't even have what we call a job. She's got to depend on somebody else for money.
Exactly.
that is
Oh,
true
did
though.
I
Exactly.
just tell the truth? Oh, I'm sorry for breaking somebody's heart.
Did we just break the fourth wall? Did we just break the fourth wall on that? Did we mean to say that? Yes, the fuck we did mean to say that, bitch. Because you don't want to admit yourself that you had guaranteed people on your roster that would have made a difference, that would have made an impact, that would have helped you build that show to a T. But guess what? You burnt bridges so badly that everybody left you. You don't have the real individuals that help that roster grow or succeed. You got toxic individuals over there, especially one toxic individual, funny, fake Canadian dumpster fire named Fetch.
And also a little
Oh,
whiny bitch called King Hendry.
Oh,
we
also,
forgot about him.
hey,
Y'all like to
hey,
elaborate
hey,
on that.
hey, hey, guys. I know we're talking about 2K eFed stuff, but can I just take the time to speak on promo eFed stuff?
Lay it out there. Go.
All
Stage is
right.
yours.
So, if y'all think the 2K community is bad with its drama, oh man, you guys don't even want to see the promo community. I've seen so much ridiculous drama that it's just fucking run down. It's right down stupid. All right. For one, if you're gonna run a promo show and you're gonna have these little lives that you do on StreamYard, don't be going on other eFed promo pages and be sharing their content onto yours, because they will look at that as you stealing their content. And it kind of is. It's not right. Don't be doing that to get views, all right? Because all it does is start drama. Another thing, all right, if you're a promo artist out there, don't fucking join another person's podcast live just to start fucking drama on their fucking Facebook page of their promo show. A, it ruins the promo show, and for two, nobody needs to be dealing with that toxicity. And if you're gonna run your own promo eFed show, all right, and you're gonna run a storyline promo eFed show, don't put your own company's fucking world title on yourself. It ain't right. And if you are gonna do that, don't fucking be saying, "Oh yeah, I'm holding this title for 400 and some days." Like, no. Like, if I ever decided to start running my own promo eFed again, and I wanted to run a storyline where I win my own company's world title, I wouldn't even hold it that long. I may hold it for maybe 130 days, and I think that's reasonable if it's your own fucking company. All right, learn how to run a fucking show if that if you are gonna run a promo show, and don't be doing shit that I just mentioned. All right, because it ain't right.
He's dropping bombs right there. I can't hold him. No lies detected
Yep, no lies
because
detected.
that is basic truth.
Well, I don't have much to say about the whole drama scenario. I think uh I think I'm done for the night.
Well, I would say this, ladies and gentlemen, this has been one of those informative moments here that everybody needs to take in because if you're in a toxic environment situation or EFED that it has that, get the hell out of there now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I would strongly suggest that come to a real EFED company like TNA Wrestling, like SWV, like my show, or come to one of us and we can bring you in the right direction of the right EFED show. Because it's time that we put the real back in EFED.
Exactly. Learn to be friends with people that is not toxic. You gotta pick your people. You gotta pick the people that you can associate with that are not toxic, and most likely, will have your back and not be a disloyal, dishonored piece of shit.
Won't be a dishonest
Exactly.
little bitch.
Exactly. Exactly. Even a bitch.
And CJ, any last words before we close down house?
Well, I could give you a lot of last words, but I'm going to sum it up. You know, it's kind of funny that, these haters to this day, they want to still put my name in their mouths and try to blame me for the drama, but I'm trying to grow up. Like, I'm trying to, make friends with people that, you know, actually sees the real me and not just throw me under the bus kind of bullshit, which I think that's the most stupidest thing you could do in general by doing what you guys did. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you lost the friendship. You was the one that dug that grave. Old saying goes, I think my papa and mom have taught me these old wise sayings. You made your grave, and now you got to lie in it. That could be the reason why you're at the stake that you are and never can talk to me right now. Because, like Nixon said, goes back with respect. If you can't respect me, it's vice versa. It flip flops. That's the only thing I got to say on that.
Yeah, so essentially, if you can't respect the person, then they're not going to respect you, essentially. So like, what CJ is saying is if you can't show CJ respect, CJ ain't going to show you respect. Bottom line.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, respect goes a long way in this e-fan industry. It's almost like if you can't value respect, then what do you really value in the long run? Because it goes to show a lot of things because it shows your true intention. You was never wanting to be an e-fan owner. You never wanted to be a part of the community that we are in. It showed your true colors because you hate what you can't build. And that's the problem. But ladies and gentlemen, we are going to close this episode out, ladies and gentlemen. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow CJ Mundo on his channel at the Kentucky Gamer 32. Follow Southern Violence Wrestling channel. And all channels, even KD's channel is linked in the on my channel. So go follow those channels there. We're going to add the channel for the new e-fed, so y'all gonna tune in for that once I get all the information once we close this down. And we're gonna close this out like this. So and we'll see y'all in the next episode.
Welcome to Khaotic
Peace.
Your lies will be exposed. Welcome to Khaotic Show. Come confess, little bitch. Black veil, lipstick like a slit across the throat. Saint's face, but I'm writing every sin you ever wrote. Nails in your back like I'm hanging you up on display. You choke on my name while you're begging that I make you stay. Kneel down, tongue out, taste the ash on my skin. You pray for heaven, but I drag you where you've already been. Candle wax dripping on the scars you tried. I read your body like a Bible, every chapter is a lie. You wanna worship, baby, bring your shame. Tattoo your secrets right under my